I have reviewed various microphones over the course of this past year. However, this one really caught me by surprise in one aspect. And I hope that by the time you finish watching this video, you can have a more educated opinion about this microphone and whether or not it's the right one for you. Welcome to Creators Tech. I'm LL Mel, and today we're going to review the Feelworld PM1 dynamic microphone. A special thank you to Feelworld for sending out this review unit for an honest review. This Feelworld PM1 microphone comes in at about a $70 price point here in the US, which is an ideal price point for entry-level streamers and podcasters. Let's go ahead and see what comes inside of the box. The microphone itself, with the foam windscreen and with a U-shaped bracket, a user manual, a 2-meter long dual-port USB-A/Type-C cable, an XLR cable, and the metal base. And these are the physical features of the microphone. Behind the microphone, it has a USB-C output, an XLR output, a 3.5mm headphone output, a capacitive touch mode/mute button, a mic/volume knob, a metal body with stand, and RGB lighting. For the sake of brevity, here's a brief view of the specs. This also supports XLR, so if you have an XLR receiver, you can plug in to the XLR input in the back of this microphone. However, you do need to know that the lighting effects and mute effects with this capacitive touch button will not function if in XLR mode. And you can also plug in your headphones to the 3.5mm headphone jack on the back of this microphone. Right now you are listening to the Feelworld PM1 microphone in USB mode. This is the handling noise of this microphone. This is what the proximity voice sounds like with this microphone. This is what the microphone sounds like when speaking into it at about a distance of 6 inches. This is what the microphone sounds like at a distance of about 12 inches. This is what the microphone sounds like at about a 3-foot distance. Now we're going to test the off-axis rejection of this microphone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to test how well this microphone does at rejecting background noises, specifically the keyboard and mouse clicks. I'm typing on the keyboard and I'm clicking on the mouse. I'm typing on the keyboard and clicking on the mouse. Now, as I type on the keyboard, I'd like to remind you, if you like any of these devices that I use to produce this video, you can feel free to go ahead and purchase them through our affiliate link from Amazon that is located in the description below. It gives us a small kickback for our channel so that we can keep it growing and going. Now we're going to test the sibilance of this microphone. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the sea floor. Now we're going to go ahead and test this microphone for plosive rejection. You have been listening to the Feelworld PM1 microphone in USB mode. Alright, so now that we are done testing this microphone, it's time for my assessment of it. And once again, I want to go ahead and thank Feelworld for being brave enough to send out this review unit so that I can provide an honest review for you. My first impression of this microphone when I unboxed it was that it definitely presented something that I had not seen before in a microphone at this price point. Where it definitely stands out from the rest of the competition is in its build quality. It definitely feels like a microphone that is more expensive than what its price point actually is. It has a completely metal body, so that took me by surprise. But not just metal body, even the plastic button here at the top, the knob that allows you to increase or decrease the gain or volume of this microphone, feels very premium itself. It definitely feels like a piece of equipment made to withstand heavy travel and heavy use. Sometimes I will quickly push the mute button and it won't really pick up on it. So I have to be more firm with my touch of it. I can't just constantly go like, It doesn't register each one of my touches. But that's not to say that this feature doesn't work. It's just that you need to go ahead and get to know your microphone. And a feature that I do like about it is that you can go ahead and swap between modes for how this dial works. So if you hold down the touch capacitive button for 2 seconds, it'll go blue, so it adjusts the volume on here of your headset. And if you hold it again for 2 seconds, it goes green, indicating that it's now ready to adjust the gain level of your microphone. So as I adjust it a little bit, you're going to listen to my voice dip and then come back a little bit. So that's how that works. And not only that, I do need to mention, let me set it back to volume level. So now this is adjusting the volume level in my headset. So when I adjust it to go down, you'll notice the light, the rings, it keeps lighting more parts of the ring itself as I go ahead and turn it until the ring is illuminated all the way around. And if I turn it down, it's going to turn off sections of that ring until it's all the way down just to the blue part. The blue part indicating that you're adjusting the headphone volume right now. And that's how that works. When the full ring is illuminated all the way out here, all the way around and out the other side, then that just means that it is now at 100%. Once you leave it alone for a few seconds, it goes into its RGB color mode. It selects a few different sets of colors and it just kind of smoothly transitions the colors all around. One of the things about this capacitive mute button is that if you hold it down for about 7 seconds, it will disable the lighting effect. Also keep in mind that the lighting effect is not controllable by you. Once it goes into its lighting cycle on the RGB ring here, it goes ahead and just cycles through its own set of pre-programmed colors. And if you want to go ahead and disable the RGB effect, you go ahead and just hold the touch capacitive button for about 7 seconds and it will disable that effect. Keep in mind also that once you go ahead and turn off the color or turn off the RGB on this microphone, instead of turning red when you mute it, it will simply turn off. However, when you are adjusting the headphone volume or the gain volume, it will go ahead and turn on again. That way you can see how high or how low the indication of the volume is. Now, as far as the sound quality that you get out of this microphone, I'm going to show you the sound waveform as is presented on their website. I think that for most people, this microphone will provide more than enough quality. It is very clear for spoken word. So if you are doing a podcast, or if you're doing a talking head video such as this one, or if you are just simply doing a game stream and most of your content is going to be spoken, then this microphone comes in at a very good option. I would strongly recommend this microphone. I personally really like this microphone for that reason. The sound quality is very clear, and one caveat I would say is that it's a little bit on the low side, at least in my experience, because right now as I'm speaking to you, it is not clipping. The sound levels are coming in just fine. However, I do have it at 100% gain right now. I would like to have maybe 10% more just so I can play around with it in case I have different situations, or for you as the audience out there that is looking for other uses for this type of microphone, you might want to go ahead and have a little bit more to play with, more room to heighten the volume or heighten the gain on this microphone. So keep that in mind when you're going ahead and doing the research for this microphone. Well, how well does this microphone compare to the competition? Well, like anything, I think that each microphone has its strengths and weaknesses, and I think that this one compares very favorably actually. It just depends on what you as the audience wants. For example, if you have a situation where you're a podcaster and you travel a lot, I think that this might be the most highly recommended microphone from me to you, simply because of the build quality. It's built like a little tank, and I think that for most people, the sound signature that you get out of this, you're gonna have a lot of clarity, and it's actually very true to sound as far as I can hear. And at this price point, you're not gonna get too much better clarity from a microphone than this one. So as I had mentioned before, I would definitely recommend this microphone for anybody looking to do any kind of spoken voice content, such as podcasts, game streams, or talking head videos. Keep in mind, everybody has a different voice, so each microphone will provide a separate sound signature that will complement our different voices according to how you want the sound to come out. And that is all based on opinion, and that is a beautiful thing. Some people might want their voice to sound a little bit more bassy. Some people will want to have the clarity in their voice to be accented instead. So it just depends on what you, as the creator, want the sound to be like. In my personal opinion, I am really enjoying my time with this microphone. I'm considering in making it my daily driver, at least for the near future here. I am really enjoying the sound quality of this microphone. I'm enjoying the fact that the plosives are really well controlled by it. And I really like the build quality of this microphone. It's built to last. I hope that I have provided enough information for you to be able to make an informed opinion as to whether or not this microphone is the right one for you. I hope that I have earned a like and perhaps even a subscribe from you to this channel. I'm LL Mel, and you are watching Creators Tech, technology for creators.